The Akhminu, or the Temple of King Thutmose III. It is the most unusual structure in the Karnak Temple. It locates on the east side of the Middle Kingdom court. It was known in ancient Egypt by the name of Akhminu, which means the brilliant of monuments. But nowadays it is known by the name of Hall of Festival, because the king built it to celebrating by the Hepset festival in it. This temple composed from many rooms and hall, which served the Hepset festival, as all the scene narrated that. The unique design of the pillars and the columns make it looks like a tent, and during the Coptic period used it as a church. In the southwest corner of the hall of the Akhminu, the Egyptologist discovered the Karnak king list, which written during the time of King Thutmose III and bearing 61 kings, starting from King Senefru until Thutmose III. The most important room on the Akhminu was the botanical garden, which considered the first zoo in the world. On its wall, King Thutmose III depicting all kinds of animals, birds, and plants who brought it from Asia and Nubia during his wars. The Sacred Lake. The Sacred Lake locates south of King Thutmose III temple. It was built by King Amenhotep III, but it restored by King Taharqa in 25th dynasty. It measures 200 meter long and 117 meter wide. The main function of it was the purification of everyday ritual of the temple. It used also as a lake for a gaze, and a gaze were a symbol for god Amun-Ra. To the west of the lake there are a huge scarab. This scarab was a symbol for god Khibri-Ra. It one of four scarabs built by King Amenhotep III in his mortuary temple west of the Nile, and King Taharqa brought it from there. And beside it lays the top of Hatshepsut obelisk, which stood between the fourth and the fifth pylon. The scenes on it representing the coronation front of god Amun-Ra. The North-South Temple Axe. This axe was extension to the building in the Karnak Temple. It includes from the 7th pylon till the 10th pylon. Queen Hatshepsut built the 8th pylon, but when King Thutmose III ascending to the throne, he built the 7th pylon in front of her pylon. The courtyard between the 7th pylon and the hypostyle hall, known by Egyptologists as the Cachet Court, because the French archaeologist Georges Legrand discovered in it a big hall full of statues, which buried here by the priests during the Ptolemaic period. He uncovered 780 larger than life-size stone statues and 17,000 bronze statues and hundreds of fragments. The object displayed now in the Egyptian Museum. The north wall of the first court, which is also south wall of the hypostyle hall. It includes interesting copy of the peace treaty, which signed between Ramses II and the Hittite ruler. In front of the 7th pylon there are 7 statues, 4 for King Thutmose III, and 2 of Second Intermediate Period, and 1 to King Amenhotep II. And there are a fragment of an obelisk carved for Thutmose III, but later transferred to Istanbul and stood there now. Between the 7th and the 8th pylon, there are an alabaster shrine built by King Thutmose III. The 8th pylon, usurped by King Seti II, who depicted with the gods on its wall, and also King Amenhotep II, who depicting grasping a standing foreign captive and punish them in front of God Amun. The 9th pylon, built by King Thormuhib, who depicting presenting the offering to the gods Barak. Between the 9th and the 10th pylon, King Amenhotep II built a temple to making a ceremony of Hepset festival inside it. Behind the 10th pylon, a ram-headed Sphinx avenue connected between it and the temple of Mut.